William Ruto's boy, Nelson Koech, was caught lying on national TV when he came out to say that Gachagua was behind the attack of Uhury's farm. And he made this allegation on national TV. One of the reasons as to why I like Citizen TV that it has presenters who know how to do their job. They know how to fix someone if he tells lies. In fact, Nelson Koech said these statements.
Wamunyoro has participated in so many atrocities that he's claimed, including the raid of Uhury's land in...
Oh, it was him?
It was him, of course.
How did he do that?
I am telling you. Let me tell you, Sam. It is a story. I will write a book one day.
No, you sit in the national...
I will write a book one day.
Carry on.
Let me tell you. At the height of the demonstrations, and when we were, as a government, getting extremely frustrated, Wamunyoro and a team of my colleagues hatched a plan.
Yeah.
A few of my colleagues hatched a plan on how to punish Uhuru Kenyatta. That plan was hatched in Annex House, Annex offices, office of the official office of the Deputy President. The plan was to get members of Parliament to pay young men to raid Uhury's farm. First of all, it was not just to go and slaughter goats. It was to take over the land because in the mind of Rigathi Gachagua, he believed that, which he still believes, that Uhuru Kenyatta was public land that should be reclaimed. He says the people who live along the land were actually kicked out of that land to create the Northlands farm and the other farms that are owned by the Kenyatta family. It was hatched. It was and it was executed.
Which MPs were this?
To the sorry?
Which MPs were this?
No, I don't want to.
Surely, you know so much.
Those are.
You cannot
listen
give
to me. I'm just giving you a story so that you understand. So
I hope the story is true.
It is a true story.
So which MP?
I dare him.
You knew
if he feels that what I'm saying
such a plan
in a public TV today is wrong, he can sue me. Yeah?
You knew there was such a plan.
I learned the plan later, but I knew it was being hatched.
No, you just told me that when government was growing frustrated, there was a meeting at Annex, which was the Deputy President and a couple of MPs.
Yes.
And it was agreed of what was going to happen to frustrate Uhuru Kenyatta.
I knew they were not
going to.
I thought they were not going to execute it.
Sorry, those are your words, right?
Yes, those are my words.
Which MPs are these?
I will not say the name of the members of Parliament.
Why?
Because I don't want to come here.
Do you think that was a crime?
And drop names. Okay, but I'm telling you,
you think that was a crime?
I have mentioned that the former Deputy President fully participated in the raid of Uhury's farm. He fully participated.
Do you think that was a crime?
It is a crime.
That is Nelson Koech. After a few moments after he had said this nonsense, the presenter of Citizen TV came out to task him to table the evidence where he failed, until Citizen TV played a clip where their ally Kimani Ichung'wah was the one directing people to go to and steal William Uhury's cattle and farm. In fact, here's a tape.
Let's listen to something because I need us to close.
They will make allegations.
Let's listen to what Kimani Ichung'wah said, and we see whether it helps us or not. Watch.
Hata hizo mashamba zenyu tutazivamia na wenye hawana mashamba wapate mashamba Kenya hii. Musifikiri ati wananchi wa kawaida ndio watapoteza mali. Even you will pay a price if you continue to instigate violence and bloodshed in this country. And that is my message to none other than Uhuru Kenyatta, the sponsor, sole sponsor, singular financier of Azimio and the machinery that is Raila Odinga.
At the end he says Raila. No, sorry, I don't want comments about this. Because I think after that we saw what happened at the Northlands. Mheshimiwa Koech tells us that actually it was a plan hatched by the Deputy President then and a few MPs whom he doesn't name. And we have to say again, those are his views until he tables some evidence that we can consume for us. There's so much feedback, but unfortunately I cannot read it because you're out of time. Thank you so much for making time for us, Mheshimiwa Koech, Fred Okango, and Mheshimiwa John Kagusha. The conversation continues. Up next is Sporty Monday. Have a good day.
That is the tape which was played by Kimani Ichung'wah. So the purpose of this video, I've come to tell you how William Ruto is having members of parliament who try to portray Rigathi Gachagua as a tribal man, as someone who doesn't understand anything, because that is politics. And I think Rigathi Gachagua should also understand the power of being with blockers or with diehards. Okay? So when I see Nelson Koech telling lies on national TV until he was put to task by the president of Citizen TV, it shows you how desperate William Ruto wants to paint Rigathi Gachagua. So because of this video, I've come to talk about the battle and of the presence between Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto, what means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials you can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're into this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, the only person who's going to give William Ruto sleepless nights is Rigathi Gachagua. It's the reason as why even where Rigathi Gachagua has not campaigned, whenever UD and ODM come out to speak, they speak about DCP and Rigathi Gachagua. The signs to show you that one is the biggest political contender is when other competitors normally speak about him. They don't speak about Kalonzo, they don't speak about Matiang'i or anyone. They speak about Gachagua because they know he has all the institutions that can make him president. And here are they. One, Rigathi Gachagua comes from the biggest voting bloc, the Kikuyu or the Gema. Embu, Meru, Gikuyu. Two, he comes from the richest community. Three, he's not also a poor man. It's the reason why even when William Ruto was looking for running mate, he picked Rigathi Gachagua because Rigathi Gachagua had some money. He knew how to speak, he knew how to debate. And William Ruto fears that. It's the reason why small boys like Koech come on TV to make just propaganda. Do you know that even up to now, William Ruto, the success he has gotten is labeling Rigathi Gachagua as a tribal man? Okay, tell me one leader who's not tribe. Tell me one leader. Of course he's not there. Just that other leaders know how to speak nationally. To show that every leader is tribal. Why is it that every time Raila Odinga picked a running mate, or William Ruto picked a running mate, or Uhuru Kenyatta picked a running mate, go even in other days, they picked vice presidents from biggest communities? It shows that they are tribal. If they wanted not to be tribal, they ought to have picked lesser communities, like a Mijikenda as a vice president, like a Swahili as a vice president. Because I know they can't. If you want to win the president, you must either come from the 5 biggest communities and also pick deputies from there. And those 5 are Luo, Kalenjin, Kikuyu, Kamba, and Luyas. Okay? So everyone is tribal, just that Rigiji pronounces it more. It is the truth. Okay? It is the truth. Even when ODM is coming out to speak, especially those from the Luanyans come out to say that we're in government now, we can get development. We use not to enjoy it, which shows that they also want to take everything to their communities. So William Ruto fears Rigathi Gachagua to the bone, and Rigathi Gachagua is the man to take William Ruto home. Of course, it's my opinion. My name is truly Mr. Makindi Kabi Sulaiman Magal. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.